Hello again, everyone. Marcus here. I review stuff. Today, I'm reviewing the song Beneath the Mire by Opeth. So this is part of my Finish the Album series. I decided I want to finish Ghost Reveries next. Before starting, before trying to finish the album, I had heard 3 songs off of this album. Just added a 4th with The Baying of the Hounds, and now doing a 5th track with Beneath the Mire. Only 8 tracks on this album, although they're all pretty much, this one's almost 8 minutes. They're all like 8 minutes and above. So, I say we jump right into it. I've really been a fan of what I've heard from Opeth so far, particularly off of this album. I think I mentioned that The Baying of the Hounds may very well be my favorite Opeth song so far. So let's see if we can get another good one here with Beneath the Mire. Let's do it. Here it is. I love that. Love that riff.
Haunted nights, surrounding days, dancing to the screaming of his voice. Nature's ways are creeping me, and I became a ghost in sickness, willingly guiding to see beneath the surface, stark emptiness. And you pity my conviction, whereas I thought of myself as a leader. You'd cling to your pleasure home, his twisted fascination, while I threw the obstacles into despair, and I'm facing death.
Wow. Always with the great transitions.
Lost love.
fiddling, a little fun here at the end. All right, we'll get back to you here in a minute, Atonement. But wow. No, I absolutely love that song. They killed that. So, I mean, we're officially more than halfway through the album as far as what I've reviewed. You know, I've done Ghost of Perdition, Baying of the Hounds, now Beneath the Mire. I've done Harlequin Forest and The Grand Conjuration. So, I gotta say, if it keeps going this way, this is gonna be one of my favorite metal albums I've ever heard. I can go ahead and say that right now because they have yet to miss on this album for me. All right, so this one is shaping up to be a great one. Can't wait to get to this song. I mean, like that's to me the mark of like one, a good artist, and two, a good album is that every song I hear from this album makes me want to hear the next song because I'm just like I've been enjoying track after track on this album so far. So. It's one of the reasons I picked it as an album to finish was I really liked just a few songs I had heard from it, just scattered across the channel. So yeah, loved that one. Let's break it down like we always do, of course, starting with the lyrics. So it says here, haunted nights for halcyon days, can't sleep to the scraping of his voice. Nature's way struck grief in me, and I became a ghost in sickness, willingly guided into heresy. Beneath the surface stark emptiness, and you'd pity my conviction, whereas I thought of myself as a leader. You'd cling to your pleasant hope, it is twisted fascination, while I'd ruin the obstacles into despair, and I'm praising death. That's, again, very like dense lyrically. I think I said that in the last song I did from them. But tells a very sort of haunting story, right? Haunted nights, halcyon days, talking about the scraping of his voice and becoming a ghost in sickness. I mean, definitely, again, has that sort of gothic, almost druidic feel to it as far as just like, and again, the image of the album says it all, where it's like, this is like a ghost story through and through. And it really, like, I love it because it's that sort of fantasy element of it that really grabs me lyrically. So you cling to your pleasant hope, it is twisted fascination, while I'd ruin the obstacles into despair, and I'm praising death. Lost love of the heart in a Holocaust scene memory. Decrepit body wearing transparent skin. Inside the smoke of failure. So, I mean, from what I'm getting lyrically, this person's not actually a ghost, but maybe some sort of disease is tearing them apart. And it says here, lost love of the heart in a Holocaust scene memory. So I'm wondering if it is actually about the Holocaust. Because, I mean, if you ever look at pictures of the survivors and the people that they rescued from the camps, I mean, this basically sums it up right here, right? The decrepit body wearing transparent skin. You know, they were so malnourished and they were just so skinny. Inside the smoke of failure. Wept for solace and submit to faith in his shadow I am choking, yet flourishing master. A delusion made me stronger, yet I'm draped in pale withering flesh. And again, that imagery of being draped in this pale withering flesh. I sacrificed more than I had and left my woes beneath the mire. And again, it sounds like a living person who was essentially a ghost. They basically died, and now their body is just holding on to life, but their soul is long gone. So not too sure what the song is about, again, if it's like another ghost type story or if it is maybe something about like the Holocaust. That would make sense to me just based on the way it's written and how many allusions you get to just again being like just a worn down, like, again, just husk of a person, just flesh clinging to a skeleton. I mean, yeah, lyrically, definitely some great lines here. Again, very dense lyrical writing as usual. Cats are doing something behind me. So yeah, I mean, I liked it. I give it 2 thumbs up lyrically. Really enjoyed it. As far as the instrumentation goes, man, there was so much to like here. So I was thinking during the song that, I've reviewed some songs on the channel where I'm like, you guys did not justify the runtime. What I mean by that is that, there are artists out there who will make 10, 12, 15-minute songs, and it's just the same thing for 15 minutes, and it gets kind of boring and repetitive, you know. Bob Dylan's "Murder Most Foul" comes to mind. I don't hate ragging on it. It's kind of just a fun thing to do now. But that song is like 16 minutes long, and it's basically the same few notes, the same thing over and over and over again for 16 minutes. It's a pretty awful listen. You can go check out that review. I didn't even make it all the way through it. But I say that because I feel like Opeth so far has earned the runtime each time. And this one's only 8 minutes long. You know, that's not very long in the grand scheme of a lot of the songs we've heard on the channel. But their other songs, again, reach to like 10, 11, 12 minutes, and they definitely earn the runtime each time because they switch things up so frequently. They give you so many different sounds, so many different looks that it's just like you almost can't even sit and get comfortable with a particular sound before they kind of switch it up on you. But it's always in a very good way. They're just very effective and efficient when it comes to transitioning from one movement of the song to the next. So it doesn't feel unnatural. There was a part in this song where I was like trying to pick up the time signature and kind of catch the rhythm again. But for the most part, I mean, just the transitions here are super sleek, super smooth, fun to listen to, and they just, again, give you so many different sounds within a single song that they definitely justify the runtime, the longer runtime on average than I guess a lot of other artists use. So with that said, the song starts out with fantastic guitar work, and the keyboard I thought was fantastic as well. Gave it that sort of haunting, again, ghost-like feel. Fantastic work on the drums as well. A lot of double bass in this one, but just the heaviness of those drum fills I think was fantastic. But I think between that and the guitar work, man, that really stood out to me on this one. Again, they know when to take it from that heavy metal, fast-paced style to just kind of slow it down, give you some acoustic guitar and some keyboard, and just they're so good at mixing it up. They just keep the song so fun to listen to. Vocally, still really enjoying the mix of those screaming, growling, sort of guttural vocal style mixed with the more melodic. I don't know if it's the same. I guess I can check right here, see who's credited here, but guitar and vocals says Michael Ackerfeld. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Guitar and vocals. I don't see anyone else credited under vocals, so I'm guessing he does both the growling and the melodic singing. And if that's true, I mean, man, he's doing a fantastic job. I'm definitely a sucker for that mix of styles, but I really love his singing voice. I'm pretty lukewarm on his sort of growling voice. To me, it sounds like other stuff I've heard before. To me, that almost blends in more with the instrumentation, whereas his more melodic singing is what I feel like come back to a lot. So with all that said, vocally, instrumentally, this one was very solid. I loved it. 2 big thumbs up. Had a great time listening to this one. As far as replay value goes, yes, this is going on the playlist along with the other songs I've heard from this album. I was actually listening to the first few songs that I've reviewed on my drive to work this morning, and I was having a great time listening to them. So this one will be added to that playlist, and I cannot wait to get to the rest of the album. 2 big thumbs up for replay value. Had a great time listening to it. So if you stuck with me this far, thank you so much for watching me and listening to me complete this album. I believe we have, what am I at? I believe we have 3 more songs to go. I can always check the playlist. Yes, Atonement next. After that, we've done Harlequin 4, so we'll skip over to Hours of Wealth. And then we've done the Grand Conjuration, so then we'll skip over to Isolation Years, which actually, these last few songs are amongst the shortest on the album, so that's going to be interesting. Anyway, yes, like I said, thank you for sticking with me as I finish the album. If you enjoyed the music as much as I did, of course, go support the artists. Go listen to their music wherever you can. You can also support me by, following, liking, commenting, all the normal stuff you do on YouTube, You can also check the description if you'd like to follow me on Twitch, Twitter, or TikTok. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.